This one comes to us from Friendly Atheist at pathos.com, which we honestly steal so many of his articles. He puts them on there on the internet for free. I mean, we're not stealing them, we're borrowing them. So,
and we give credit.
We give credit, and I link to it. So if anybody goes and checks out his blog, make sure you let him know that we sent you. So this article is about a Czech priest who's proposed some laws. Anyway, let me just go ahead and start reading the article here. It says, one of the leaders of the Catholic Church in the Czech Republic is Monsignor P-E-T-R, so I'm sure it's Peter.
Yeah.
Peter. P-I-T'-HA. That sounds Klingon. Is he a Klingon priest? Peter. He's a former education minister and a man whom Pope Francis declared the chaplain of His Holiness in 2015. So, according to him in here, he's not a nobody. So, on September 28th, this past September 28th, the feast day of Saint Wenceslas, in a national holiday, Pita spoke at the Cathedral of the Saint Vitus, Saint Aldebert, and Saint Wenceslas, and delivered
Why do authoritarians have to be so extra all the fucking time? It's like that fucking.
What else are they supposed to be?
Fucking queens.
Like they're not extra for the right reasons. They're extra to like make themselves seem important, and then like.
Oh yeah, naturally, of course. Yeah.
So he delivered
like Nazi propaganda things with like where they marched in a swastika like they did in Producers. They actually did that. It's a real thing. It's just so over the top, and there's nothing interesting to even look at. Fucking authoritarians, I swear.
You're like, what did that do for you? Well, I mean, what did that get you out of that?
Yeah. Like, you're just being big. Like it's not like Beyonce walking out there in Black Panther style leotard, which that was amazing.
Anyway.
No, there's no like substance to it. It's just big.
So he made a speech, a hyperbolic screed, according to him in here, says about what would happen in that country if religious conservatives caved into the supposed homosexual agenda. So he was specifically referring to the ratification of the Istanbul Convention, a document signed by 46 countries and the European Union that calls for the protection of women, condemns honor killings, and prohibits discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity.
How dare they?
The Czech Republic, already late to the party, signed this convention in 2016, which is a full 5 years after it was first adopted. Mm-hmm. But it has yet to be ratified and put into effect. So the priest doesn't want to see that happen because of what he claims are the natural consequences of tolerating LGBTQ rights. And you're talking about being extra. The person from the Czech Republic here is being super fucking extra. So after denouncing the proposed laws as the work of neo-Marxists, Jordan
really?
Peterson. I was going to call him Jordan Lee Peterson.
There probably are a couple Marxists. There are probably a couple, but the vast majority are probably just liberal capitalists. I'm not talking neoliberal. I'm talking liberal as in left wing, but still
normal.
So
he rattled off what the future would look like under the new rules if accepted.
I'm here.
So bullet point number 1. Your families will be torn apart. If you tell your children men and women are not the same, that's enough of an excuse to separate you from them, he says. So
wait, what?
If you tell your children men and women are not the same, that's enough of an excuse to separate your family from you.
And no, they're the ones that are saying that they're not the same. We're the ones saying that we're virtually the same. I mean, minor differences, whatever.
Right.
You know, we're trying to say that if you tell your children men and women are not the same, that doesn't make sense. So
no,
it doesn't make sense.
Bullet point the 2nd. They will take your children away. You already said that. And they won't tell you where they are, where they were sold.
No, that's what you do, Catholic Church.
Or where they are prisoners.
No, you do that, Catholic Church. I swear to fucking God. Kill the Indian to save the man. It's the fucking Catholics who do that shit. They've done it for centuries. No, you're the ones who steal kids. No, you. What? You.
And it says all it will take is a single false accusation. And then number 3, you will no longer be able to determine the sex of your newborn baby by looking at its genitals.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's actually true, but that's just medically true. It's a general approximation, all right? I mean, don't
statistically speaking,
a better system.
Yeah, we don't have a better way because they don't get to express that to you until they're older. So
yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't think not gendering, and I'm not trying to be insensitive to people who were assigned a false gender at birth.
So AMABs or AFABs, yeah.
Anybody. Or all trans people who were assigned the wrong sex. Like, I get that. Like, I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah. So
there's not a lot that can be done.
Here's the next one. Because your children will decide their own sex, you won't even be allowed to give them names.
That has never happened.
No,
ever.
No.
Well,
no. They get to decide their own gender. I'm certain. Please, if we have any Czech listeners, you guys are allowed to like legally change your names, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got
numerous
people on my Facebook friends list where the name that they present themselves into the world, which is who they are, isn't who they were given. That's not the name they were given.
You mean X? Your name was an X at birth?
Oh shit! How about that?
Shit.
Okay, so if there's a disagreement between parents and children, the adults will be deported to a concentration camp where they could be executed.
No, you do that. You do the concentration camp.
If there's a disagreement between parents and children, you mean my every fucking day?
Yeah, no kidding. Every day. Really?
Okay, the next one. Here's one of my favorite ones of this thing here, where it says homosexuals will be declared a superior ruling class.
No, well, you are.
They totally are.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
No,
that's fair.
You already are that, Catholic Church. You already are that. You are already declared a superior ruling class, and you've been that way worse through history. So what the fuck are you talking about? No, you, Catholic Church.
Just turn over the reins. Just let the gays take it.
I would be happy with the gays taking it.
Yes.
Just let the priests get married. Let the priests and the fucking nuns get married. Let them have a family. Jesus. When you remove the ability for people to do what is genetically fucking coded within them to do, produce families and units of families and shit, that's how you end up with all the aberration that we have there.
But the Catholic Church used to have gay marriage.
Yeah.
I want to make this clear. Like, the Catholic Church used to have, they were like binding ceremonies or whatever. It wasn't explicitly gay, but it was like explicitly gay.
Probably involved some leather.
It was between monks. See, monks could, they could have these ceremonies where they bound each other to another monk because they were
Friar Tuck like to friar fuck. Let me tell you that right.
So like they used to do this already. They already, and based on the writings we have, it was definitely gay. Like,
yeah,
everyone knew they were fucking. It really wasn't a big deal.
So,
and everyone kind of saw, like, that already happened. You did this, Catholic Church. Oh my God, you've already done it.
And this falls into that you've already done it too, is that everyone else will be part of an inferior working class with no freedom of speech. Yeah, so that was nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I mean, fine.
Sorry,
look, it's been squandered. It's about time that we just give it up.
People will be inferior to animals that reproduce sexually, since the law won't apply to cats, frogs, or insects.
What? That's nonsense.
That's absolute nonsense.
So unless you're gay,
we are animals that reproduce sexually.
Don't ask the Catholic Church that, though.
But trees reproduce sexually.
Yeah, I'm breathing tree sperm right now. Fucking things.
I know.
But they're not animals. But they're not animals.
No, but they reproduce sexually.
Yeah, they do.
Like, does he not know that reproduction sexually just is like egg and sperm?
And it really blows mine when they reproduce asexually,
That is, you know, some lichen and some bacterias and yeah, like that. But even like animals that can change sex, because that's a thing. and reproduce. They're still reproducing sexually, though.
Right.
So to round it all off,
he thinks reproduce sexually means fucking. That's what he thinks.
That's what he. Yes,
he
of course
thinks
it is.
reproduce
Of course
sexually
it is.
fucking.
Right.
So Hemant finishes it off here. He says, that's an impressive list of religious lies, and considering how many nations have already put the Istanbul Convention in effect, you'd think we would have heard about a new master class of homosexual overlord. Alas, it hasn't happened.
Right.
Concentration camps for religious parents don't exist, and frogs don't rule the world. And I'm going to add on here, no matter how gay they turn from the water. It says babies still have a biological gender listed on their birth certificates, and while families haven't been torn apart on the basis of their religious beliefs, but in the Trump administration, which is controlled by conservative Christians, he has forcibly separated the children of refugees from their parents for no good reason. People shouldn't be worried about non-discrimination measures. They should be worried about people like this asshole who cling to power by spreading fear to gullible religious audiences.